Hello Commanders, good morning. We're going to have a quick turnaround on this video for you. It's a pretty straightforward strategy that we've got resolved, and we had a lot of help. So thank you to everybody who contributed on the command table Discord. We're up against Jormag today, and I've actually got not just SR 15 and 11, but I do have SR 12 and SR 8 as well. I just didn't care to update that for whatever reason. Anyway, let's get right into it. If you'd please be so kind as to like, subscribe, and if you want notifications when I drop new videos, be sure to hit that notification bell. Also, if you have any questions, comments, or if you have a fun build that you'd like to share, we can have a look at that. We also have the command table Discord, so if you want to hop on there, we do update the strategy over the course of the raid. So feel free to check that out and see what improvements we've done. Sometimes we find ways to eliminate the use of excess elixirs. So save you some resources. So check that out. Everybody's welcome. It's open source. All right, let's hop right in. So this was my first go with my main profile. I went ahead and dropped all 8 crystal spires in there. Got a soul pylon and a storm collar. It'll just run through all the stats here real quick so you can see what I'm working with. Let's see, that's 8, 9, 10 units, so you should be okay with tow rank 3 because I think that's under 11 units. So this would technically work because the roots don't count towards your army threshold. I put the double enhance on my lower rank roots just to kind of balance out the slow on everything there without having to upgrade the roots. Got double reload and block, and then we got damage 3 times 2 and block on that, and I think the storm collar had double reload as well. So here it goes. Shreds through everything. We're not terribly concerned about the assassins. They get slowed just enough. Nothing gets really all that close, which is fantastic. So it seems like a fairly solid build, but the thing that I was most concerned about with this one was the Frost Wizard. So there you see we got the key, or got the heart, very close to the beginning, but if we back up just a smidge here, right at the very beginning, watch all of my towers and the soul pylon get frozen by that one Frost Wizard. So I made some changes since this one, which we'll show you right now. We'll just go ahead and skip through to the end here. On my second profile, I decided that it would be wise, this will run through the power stones, I decided it would be wise to drop a couple of crystal spires, put in a wall, and a lightning spire and a barrier monk. And I think I've also got a druid up there at the top. So I've only got the 5 crystal spires, and I honestly don't think the lightning spire did a whole heck of a lot just because everything dies so darn fast. So I do prefer this setup. The wall does all the heavy lifting you're going to need for it to do, but as you'll see in one of the next videos, you do want to be careful about how far back you put those crystal spires. You'll see all the assassins make it to the pyre, and the pyre tanks the assassins. And if you have your crystal spires any further back than where I have them right now, it will aggro those assassins and they'll come after your wall, and they might actually get through your wall and kill a few of your spires. But I found that this was a little more stable. Didn't have to worry about the Frost Wizard freezing anything because it's all under the protection of the Barrier Monk. So that's what I liked about this one. We've already got the heart, so let's go ahead and move on. You'll see this a few more times with a couple of tweaks that I made. In fact, let's go ahead and cover those right now. So for this one, I went back to my main profile, and I tried to replicate it, but putting a wall on the bottom. But you'll notice how the assassins gravitate to the crystal spires, and that's because I have them just barely too far back. Now, fortunately, I didn't have to worry. The wall held just long enough, but you can resolve that problem by just budging your crystal spires forward just a tiny, tiny bit to where they're just barely ahead of where the pyre stops. And it gets the job done perfectly. You don't have to worry about that wall disappearing. And not that I had to worry too much anyway, but that pretty much solves that problem. So yeah, getting about 30 million per attempt, which is way more than I need. You'll notice here, this one is just a repeat of the SR15. It just works every time, so we'll just show you that real quick. And yeah, again, I think the assassins were just the biggest concern, and we resolved that just by moving the crystal spires. So it's really fun just watching things melt with that Accuracy Elixir. 750% bonus damage. That's better than double Berserk. So I think double Berserk, you'd have to have your units below 50% health, and it would only give you 300% bonus damage. So here you've got 750% bonus damage, and you can put double reload on your spires. So crazy damage. Alright, let's go ahead and skip through to the end of that. We don't need to watch to the very end. Okay, it works every time. Clean and tidy. Yeah, it just, we don't have to go through those again. They're all very straightforward. I'll show you Enophant's build. Let's see. He tried something pretty fun. He's got Toe with Stormcaller, Celestial Spear, Phoenix, Druid, Eternal Champions. So Eternal Champions hold the front line. The Phoenix does some AoE while applying burn. Stormcaller keeps everything off the main group and chains through damage. Druid keeps everybody pretty well topped off, at least well enough to secure the kill. And that Celestial Spear here is going to earn his paycheck in about 3 seconds. Okay, now watch this. Boom, boom, boom. Isn't that just insane damage? So that's a solid build, although you will notice he does need the third elixir for this particular setup. I'm not sure if he's updated it since. I saw him do an attempt with the Crown of the Lightbringer, but the loss of damage kind of slowed everything down, and I don't think it was necessary because the Ring of Unity got the job done well. So that's a fun build, so great job, Enophant. We also have a ton of stuff on the TCT Discord. People are posting screenshots of all their different setups. So we won't share those here, but if you want to go check those out, the link is in the description. As far as the bomb train is concerned, we've modified it slightly. We have the issue of the Primal Warhorn nerf. So while this runs through the stats, I'll explain that. They've nerfed the bonus per additional unit above the threshold by half. So if you used to get 0.8 bonus damage for each unit over whatever it is at rank 3 for Primal Warhorn, now you get 0.4. So tremendous nerf there, and that's unfortunate, obviously, because we kind of grown to depend on that. But I think we've got something that'll hold its place. I guess I should have explained that. I'm using the Great Hammer of the Shattered Mountain now, which something to factor in when you do that is you're going to need to adjust the placement of your bombs, because if you remove your Primal Warhorn, you do not have the bonus run speed increase. So I've put run speed stones. I think it'll show it here in just a second, unless it already did. But I've added the run speed 2 to all of my bomb bots, and I adjusted 1 or 2 from the back to the front to make sure that they get a little bit of a head start getting to where they need to be. But the part of the nice thing with Great Hammer is you can actually have your bombs detonate further away from the boss and still catch the boss in their radius, just because of the expanded radius from Great Hammer. Okay, let's see how I did on SR11. Exact same thing. I didn't even run through the Power Stones on this one because it's identical. Got double immunity on the Fire Knights and the Direwolves. I don't think I changed anything on the Warhounds. Yeah, and you'll see some of them detonate a little bit further back, but they still catch the boss in their radius, which is super nice. One thing to remember, if it's been a little while since you checked your Jormag setup, make sure that your Plague Bearers have slow. It's very, very helpful. Sometimes in between raids, you'll change the power stones on them for a PvP build or something. Always double check your plague bearers, make sure you got slow on them. SR8, this, I feel like this one's kind of noteworthy just because I don't have any units over level 50. Like there's not a single unit that I've leveled up over level 50. And we're still able to get it done. You'll notice that half of the bombs detonated further back than normal just because you catch the earth elemental in the blast radius. And as a result, it'll detonate those bombs, but they're close enough to the boss that with the expanded radius, they'll catch him and do damage. So this one, I did have a note that with the Great Hammer, this bomb bot right here blows up more of the shield bearers. So watch this. One of the dire wolves sneaks through and gets that earth elemental to attack too early, which then turns it around to attack the bomb bots for the next hit, so it's facing the wrong direction, and I end up with a 6% fail there. So I changed it. I nudged that bomb bot up just slightly, enough to where it won't blow up the shield bearers all the way down, and it keeps that dire wolf where he needs to be. So that should be stable from here on out. Anyway, that's what we've got for today. Some no elixir bomb train for you, and then a 2 elixir ranged build that's very, very stable. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys supporting the channel. Please do like and subscribe. Also check out that Discord channel. We'll drop the link in the description. And we appreciate you watching. We'll have more for you soon.